Some actors speak lines, but he speaks truth. He doesn't just play characters, he gives them a soul. This is the journey of Morgan Freeman, from poverty to power, from silent struggles to the voice of a generation. This is then versus now. Morgan Freeman. Freeman was born on June 1, 1937, in Memphis, Tennessee. He was the youngest of 5 children. His family moved often. Mississippi, Chicago, Indiana, chasing jobs, chasing survival. His childhood was marked by poverty but also by imagination. He found escape in acting at school, performing his first play at just 9 years old. But dreams weren't easy for a black boy in 1950s America. After high school, he turned down a drama scholarship and joined the U.S. Air Force. He worked as a radar technician, but his heart wasn't in the skies. It was on the stage. So he left the military, moved to Los Angeles, and began chasing what seemed impossible, an acting career. In the 1960s and 70s, he struggled. He took small roles on children's shows like The Electric Company. People remembered the voice, but they didn't know the man behind it. Yet, while most actors rise in their youth, Morgan Freeman rose in his 50s. It was 1987, Street Smart, a gritty crime drama, where he played a violent pimp. The world saw his power, his depth, his command. He earned an Oscar nomination, and Hollywood finally woke up. Next came Driving Miss Daisy, 1989, an old black chauffeur and an elderly Jewish woman. It wasn't action. It wasn't glamorous, but it was unforgettable. Freeman was no longer a hidden gem. He was a voice the world needed to hear. The 1990s belonged to him. Glory, 1989, a Civil War drama. Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, 1991, The Noble Moor, Unforgiven. 1992, Clint Eastwood's gritty western. And then came 1994, A Quiet Banker, A Life Sentence. A prison called Shawshank, The Shawshank Redemption. Morgan Freeman played Red, the man who narrated hope. The film didn't win awards that year, but it won time. It's now one of the greatest movies ever made. His calm, deep, wise voice became legend, as God in Bruce Almighty, as Lucius Fox in the Dark Knight trilogy, as Nelson Mandela in Invictus, as narrators in countless documentaries. People began to joke. If God spoke, he'd sound like Morgan Freeman. But behind the voice was a man of quiet discipline, deep thinking, and unshakable dignity. Life wasn't always easy behind the scenes. He went through divorce. He lost his step-granddaughter in a tragic incident. He suffered a car accident in 2008, leaving his left hand paralyzed. But Morgan Freeman never let pain stop him. He kept acting, kept narrating, kept showing up. For art, for truth, for legacy. Then, a poor Southern boy who barely had shoes. Now, an Oscar-winning actor, cultural icon and voice of history. He's in his 80s now, but still working, still narrating, still reminding us that age is never the enemy of greatness. He uses his fame to support civil rights, education, and environmental awareness. Quietly, without noise, without ego. Morgan Freeman doesn't scream to be noticed. He whispers, and the world listens. Morgan Freeman taught us something rare, that power doesn't need to be loud, that wisdom is more lasting than fame, and that sometimes you don't have to shout to be unforgettable. From struggling stage actor to the voice of God, from Shawshank's prison walls to the heart of every audience he ever touched. This is Morgan Freeman, then, now, always.